All right, guys, I just want to give a couple quick words and then we'll get to the games and the fun. But thank you so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate it. You know, a few weeks ago, I got a chance to go visit my brother. He works for Disney and he helped build Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland. And a week before it opened, he got me a chance to go tour that place. And it was just incredible. It was so neat seeing what these group of creative, talented, passionate people did in creating Star Wars in real life. It was so much fun to see that. But as I looked at that, I thought for a moment, I thought and realized that there are certain companies that change the world for the better. And as I thought about it, I started to think about our company and what we're doing here. And I started to realize that we have a shot at changing the world ourselves. For example, this last year, we have more than doubled the pace of construction. I mean, just think about that, how difficult that was. I know it was hard, but we've doubled that pace. And in fact, we had a number of newspapers come out and tour Gateway Green. In particular, the Pioneer Press was scheduled to be there just a half an hour. And they ended up staying an hour and a half because they were so impressed with what you guys had accomplished. And we're on track and we're working on designing Lexington Lofts, which will bring us to a whole nother tier of construction. And on the rental side, we've been leasing at a rate that is faster than I have ever seen before. You guys are doing a great job in getting resident feedback and engaging with our residents through things like the resident board. And in fact, some of our properties are becoming the top rated for their area. For example, Emberwood, I believe, is the top rated in all of Blaine. And then the technology side, you guys have raised and brought out more technology in the last few months than we have ever before. We launched a whole suite of smart home technologies that no other company in our shoes has ever built. And we built that from scratch and brought that out in the last few months. And a whole sub-metering infrastructure, which I know was a pain to get installed. But despite that pain, it still got done. And we had to go in front of Connexus Energy and meet with their board of directors to even get that approved. Like, the level of a completion, level of execution there is unparalleled. And you know, with all of this hard work has come some pretty incredible results. For example, about a little more than a year ago, our company hadn't won any awards. There have been very little recognition for what we have done in the greater world. But in the last year, we have won about a dozen awards, including some national awards. I mean, just think about that. Our little company winning national awards. Like, what you guys are doing isn't heard of anywhere. I meet other companies like ours, or even much larger than us in our space, and they're shocked by the things you guys are accomplishing. On top of that, we've been getting some worldwide attention. You know, a little bit more than a year ago, we didn't have hardly any social media presence. But within the last year, we've collectively gotten over 1 million engagements on social media. We have people all over the world reaching out to us and wanting to engage with our company. Like, what you guys are doing is so impressive. Really let that sink in. I am so impressed with it. In this next year, one of our major goals is going to be fighting to become one of the top places to work. And I know we have a lot to do and a lot to improve in that area, and we want your help to do that. But that's one of our goals. We want to work to become one of the best places to work as well. You know, we only live once. But I often think, what do I want to do with the time that I have here on this earth? And for me, one of those things is simply to be a part of something much greater than myself. To be part of a group that is changing the world. And what's so cool is that you guys are doing that. And we're working toward a company that is changing the world on ever larger scales. So I really only have one thing to say to you guys, and that's simply thank you. Thank you for making this happen. And maybe day to day you don't always see that bigger picture and what we're actually accomplishing. But take a moment, take a step back, and think about what you guys are actually accomplishing. It's incredible. Yeah, just thank you for all that you guys are doing.